going on, y'all? Me and Dad are back on the road. It is June 20th, so we're headed to go set some cameras out to prep for the early season velvet hunt here in Arkansas, and we're gonna go to some spots that we've went to in the past and have had some good luck getting bucks on camera in the early season. This one particular spot that we're going to first, it's kind of like a persimmon grove, what I call a persimmon grove. It's got it's kind of comes down off a ridge into kind of like a little flat off a creek, and it's got just tons and tons of persimmon trees in there, and they normally produce pretty good. So we're gonna be kind of walking around there, kind of getting taking inventory of everything for this spot, and hopefully find some good stuff. We're also going to be kind of checking these oak trees and seeing what the oak tree production is going to be for acorns this year. Kind of get an idea on that. I did run off and forget my binoculars. I was planning on kind of driving around some of these fields on the edge of this public and maybe seeing if we could see any bucks out there grazing or anything. But anyways, I forgot those. But that'll be all right. We're gonna hit it hard today and try to get quite a bit of ground covered and try to stay out of the tick nest. But anyways, y'all stay tuned. Got lucky on that one.
I know, right?
He walked right past that sucker.
Video.
Alright, so made it to this little grove. There's that water hole right there, and then all these little trees. Every single one of them. I don't know how well you can see all of them, but there's probably about 10 or 15, and they're all persimmon trees. And I'm looking around, and it's looking like I'm seeing, like maybe it's having like a premature drop. So I don't really know. Some of them are green, and some of them are kind of, I don't know. They almost look like they didn't make good or something. There's a green one right there, a couple green ones. So I'm gonna look around in these trees and kind of see if they're producing good this year. Now I know last year they produced really good, but you know, sometimes it's a hit or a miss on, you never know. So we're gonna check them out and kind of debate if we want to set a camera here or not. Alright, so we ended up pushing past the persimmon grove, and we're kind of just easing down alongside this creek, and we found just a little bit of sign, nothing too crazy. What we're looking for is what I call consistency, where you know you have a high volume or high, just like a high mass of tracks, and you know you can tell that they're using it very often, you know, which we're finding a lot of stuff where it doesn't look like it's super consistent, or you know, where it looks like they're using it like, you know, daily or anything. So we're kind of just keeping all that stuff in our back pocket just in case. But I was going to show y'all this right here. Pretty good sized track, not bad track, but we're gonna keep pushing and try to find exactly what we're looking for. got it put up. We found a kind of like just another little crossing. There's a ridge up here, and it's kind of, we found where they're kind of funneled down into this creek bottom. And I think they're going to be drinking down here, getting a drink of water down here, and maybe feeding a little bit. And I'm assuming they might be bedded up here, but we'll see. I feel a little confident in this area. There's quite a bit of traffic right here. I wouldn't say it's just crazy beat down, but it's pretty beat down. So we're gonna try it out and see if we can't get a couple nice bucks or does on camera. Just kind of walked up on something and was gonna give my opinion on what I think, but found an old scrape. Might not be old, they might use it every year, but what I've come to find and what I think is that just because it's not the rut, them deer will still use that branch as a licking branch to kind of communicate, you know, with other deer. I believe that they still use those licking branches all throughout the year. Maybe not every single one of them, but those high profile ones, I do believe that they are using them throughout the year to kind of communicate with other deer and everything. And kind of a good little cedar thicket right here. That's where this little scrape was set up at. But we got that camera hung. We're gonna ease out of here, and I still got to pull a camera that my fiance's dad has out here, and we're gonna take it back to him so he can put it out pretty soon. But we're gonna keep on easing on. Alright, well, we got our camera put out. Got that one set out for that location. We're probably gonna come back next couple weeks and put out another camera or two. Got it set out in a pretty good spot, close to where we've had some good pictures in the past. So we're gonna let it set for a while and hopefully get some good pictures and get some good intel on what's going on in that area and get an idea of how this early season hunt's gonna go this year. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna post a kind of like another gear review over my stuff I take hunting with me and kind of my setups and everything on what I have. And so I'm gonna be posting one of them here pretty soon. So we will see y'all on the next one.